For question number 5, we are given that we have two similar triangles. We know measure of angle P and measure of angle R. We're looking for measure of angle T, measure of angle S, and also the length of segment VT. Well, just by the way that this is named, this needs to be named in order of corresponding angles. So I know that angle T needs to correspond to angle P. And in a similar polygon situation, corresponding angles must be congruent. So I know the measure of angle T has got to be 90 degrees because that's what the measure of angle P is equal to. I know the measure of angle S is going to correspond to measure of angle N. Now, I don't know the measure of angle N, but I know that in triangle NPR, I have already used up 150 degrees between these two angles. So I know that the measure of angle N must be whatever's left over from 180, so that's 30 degrees. So if I know that N is 30 degrees, then I also know that the measure of angle S is 30 degrees. Now, as far as VT is concerned, VT, well, those are the last two letters of this triangle, so I know that that must correspond to PR, or RP. So I'm going to set a proportion. I'm going to say that VT corresponds to RP, because I have that right in there in the same spot, and RP is 10. And I'm going to take another pair of corresponding sides. Now notice I started with the right, so I'm going right triangle to left triangle, VT to PR. So I need to name another side in this right triangle. Well, I happen to have SV. And again, those are the letters that come first and last, so I know that that's going to correspond to NR, which in fact they've also given us. So let's just write this. Let's plug in what we know. VT corresponds to RP. RP is 10, as SV, which is 15, corresponds to NR, which is 20. I'm going to simplify this fraction. 5 goes into 15 3 times. 5 goes into 20 4 times. So when I cross multiply, I have 4 times VT is equal to 30. So VT is 30 over 4, or 15 over 2.